I know not everybody wants to be black, but like, you know, sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes you're just born black like, or you're perceived as black. Oh my gosh, this looks so weird. It's just the cat. But move. But you know, I like Tyla. I like Tyla's music, and I get the point everybody's trying to make. Okay, obviously Tyla is not black in the American sense of black. Well, that's what you would think. Stop. That's what you would think, is that because black is different where she's from, that she wouldn't be black, the same way she is here in America. So in South Africa, Tyla is considered colored. And I know what being colored is. Like, I knew before Tyla even showed up what colored was. So when she was like, oh yeah, I'm colored, like, okay, I don't care. I understand that. Like, whew, I understand it. I get it. Like, to make it short and simple, being colored is basically being mixed. Like, mixed here in the States, it doesn't matter how much you are mixed with, like, you're just mixed. So even though you can still be black and mixed, like, it's a good example would be like Mariah Carey. Everybody sees Mariah Carey as black, but she is in fact mixed with I think her dad is Venezuelan or Colombian. I did a whole project on it in Spanish class. But Mariah Carey is mixed. But she is black as an artist. Like, she is black, making music for black people, catering to a black audience. Like, when we really think about it, especially because Mariah Carey was making music in the 90s, like, the black people was tuned in. The black media was on the rise. So she was catered towards the black audience. That's how she was advertised. Even if she didn't outwardly say, like, hey, I'm black. I'm sorry. My brother came in here. And, so what was I saying? Yeah, so Mariah Carey, even though she's mixed and not fully black, she was, presented as a black person to the world. And that's how blackness works in America. So yes, you're not black, like, racially, because you identify differently. So blackness has stages. And, like, the very individual stage is, like, how you culturally identify. There's a lot of people that do not culturally identify as black. But, so that's like, Tyla is not culturally black, she's culturally colored, because that is what she is in South Africa, where she is born and raised. So that makes perfect sense. But socially, she is not going to be perceived and marketed, like, socially, in her marketability is not perceived as colored. That's not a thing here. So if your music blows up and you come to America, unfortunately, we don't have colored, okay? We got mixed, which is basically colored, but without, like, the extra cultural, like, significance. Because being mixed isn't, like, built into American society the same way being colored is, right? So, like, if you're mixed in America, you basically have to pick, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to end up with black. You could be mixed with anything, you're going to end up with black. Why? Because it's easy. It's hard to appeal to white people as somebody that is not white. Like, that's why Taylor Swift is, like, the biggest white artist. because white people love her. But everybody else likes her too, but what appeals to them is not the same stuff that is appealing to everybody else. And like say you're like Asian, like, and those types of things don't even work in American society. Like Asian artists, any non-black artists, you really don't get the same wiggle room as a white artist or a black artist. Like, you literally, it's almost impossible for like non-black people, like I'm talking non-black, non-white people, to specifically cater towards black or white. And so, because like black and white are the dominant, we have a two-race structure in America. From the jump, basically, there was white people and there was black people in America, and every non-black person had to just figure it out. Like Native Americans, you either assimilate into white culture or you're right there with the slaves. Like, two options. You don't have any other options. Two options. Chinese people came to America. Chinese immigrants was working with black people and poor people. They was not white people until the government was like, hey, like, no coloreds, but Asian isn't necessarily black. So I guess that's basically what happened. It was like, you know, that's not black, but I guess it's not, you're not, but you're also not, you know. So nobody's really gonna understand that besides me just now, but that's okay. Let's move on. But anyways, I'm saying all of that nonsense to say that even though most people understand the concept of Tyla not being just black, like that she comes from a very mixed background, people understand that. Don't get me wrong. I know y'all look and y'all like, oh, these ignorant blacks don't get anything. These ignorant black Americans have no brain and they don't know how to read. Yeah, I get it a little bit. Y'all going a bit far, but all I gotta say is we can't be worrying about other countries' race structures. And I get it, y'all don't have to worry about our race structure, so we don't need to worry about your race structure. Honestly, we shouldn't be worrying about any race structure, but the assumption is like, these black people in America, these black Americans, don't understand that Tyla is colored. So why would she call herself black in America? The reason she needs to, or she doesn't need to say anything, actually. The reason she needs to avoid the question is because she's not going to be marketed as anything but black. She can't. It's simple as that. Her skin is too dark. And really that's it. Like, she looks very mixed to me. Like, I can look at Tyla and be like, this is a very mixed person that might have black heritage, maybe, but she looks like very, like, every South Asian and black person I've ever seen in America looks like what Tyla looks like to me. But I still call them black because they're mixed with black. But that's just like socially how it works. So in America, Tyla is socially perceived as black or mixed with black. So she doesn't really have a choice. She doesn't have an option. If your audience is going to be black people, if your marketing team is like, hey, you need to go to the BET Awards, then you can't be telling people, I'm not black, I'm colored. Mind you, BET, I don't know that many young people that watch the BET Awards. That's an old people thing. Old black people, they don't vibe with the colored thing. So if they heard you say you was colored on Breakfast Club, because that's what old people watch, they watch Breakfast Club. Young people do too, but the young people that watch kind of stupid. So anyways, next, But like, if they hear that, they just are side-eyeing you. Even if they understand the concept or not, it's like, okay, so if you're not black, why are you here at the BET Awards? Mind you, BET Awards is, what is it? Black Excellence in Talent or something? I don't know what BET stands for. I just made that up. But, it's like, okay, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you're going on The Breakfast Club. You are catering to black people. Like, white people don't watch The Breakfast Club. White people don't watch the BET Awards. That's black people stuff. So if you're gonna do black people stuff, unfortunately, you can't be like, I know black. I Dominican. Like, you can't be doing that. Like, you can. I'm not bringing Dominican people in here because those is black people. Sorry. Nationality and race are separate. And I'm just sorry. You a black Dominican, I guess. But whatever. Anyways. Another example that was brought up to me literally like 30 minutes ago was like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars has wide appeal, right? But he was making black music, not his original stuff. Like, that original stuff, it was very Hawaiian, in my opinion. It was very Hawaiian, very like because he's mixed Puerto Rican, Jewish, Hawaiian, Filipino, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't actually care that much. But, like, it was very, like, island music. Like, poppy island music. What is the name of that song? The Lazy song. That song, it gives island. Like, this is music that you would hear from a Hawaiian person. That, in my opinion, right? So, that's the music he was making initially, but he has darker skin, he has curly hair, he is Bruno Mars, so them earworms was growing crazy, but he was making black music at one point. 24 Karat, all of them, Uptown Funk, like, yes, it blew up because of who he is. Like, Bruno Mars has been famous for a long time, but he was making black music. So Bruno Mars could not go the whole, oh no, I'm not black, or like, he can't say he's not black, but he can say nothing. Okay? Saying nothing is the key. Especially because if a black person knows he's a fourth Puerto Rican, he's a quarter Puerto Rican, that stupid black person is gonna be like, yes, you're black. Because something is wrong with us. But to be serious though, there's consequences with appealing to black people or making black music. Tyla's not making black music. She's making black music, but she's not making like American black music, if you get what I'm saying. But she's being marketed towards black people. Like, that is what her audience is. So the constant, I'm not black, I'm colored, it's rubbing people the wrong way, because black people are so used to mixed people, regular mixed people, not famous mixed people nowadays, but regular mixed people often distance themselves from their blackness in an anti-black type of way. Because it's like, what's so bad about being called black? That's really the key of it. It's like, is being black that bad? Like, if being black is that bad, or if people thinking you're black is that bad, then stop trying to make music for me. Go on. I don't know, what do white people watch? I don't know what white people watch, but go to the white people shows. Like, go to the white people interviews. Don't go to our interviews that are for black people, by black people, and then tell me that you don't want to be black, or that nobody wants to be black. Like, Nobody wants to be black. Bad baby. But or it's bad baby, right? Not bad baddie. Bad baby, yes. But it's like, it's a bit, because mixed kids in real life, I'm sorry, I'm wishing this water around. But mixed kids in real life, what are they, fake? But mixed people often distance themselves from blackness as much as they can, but that's like how they were raised. So like, if you are mixed and you go to a predominantly white school, you're gonna try your hardest for basically your whole schooling life. You're gonna try as hard as you can to be white. And then when people are like, what the heck is wrong with you? You're black. You're gonna be like, I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm mixed. Ah. And then it's just like, that's a bit weird. You have some internalized anti-blackness going on, and it's freaking me out. It's like Doja Cat. I'm not saying Tyla's like Doja Cat. I'm saying people are perceiving it that way. Like, there's a extra stuff going on with the Doja Cat situation, but like, if Doja Cat is a rapper, she makes pop rap music, okay? Even though she's distancing herself from that. But it's like, why? Why are you so, what's so wrong with like black men perceiving you as attractive, but you want white men? You want white men, so it's a problem that black men like you? It's a bit weird. Just a little bit weird. Like, you appeal to black men more, because I'm sorry, look at yourself. You're black. But that's not really Tyla's fault. I'm just gonna end this off with if you're watching this and you're not a black American, I 100% get why it's annoying to keep hearing black Americans like dismiss what you're trying to say, because at the end of the day it is important, and I would rather people not stay ignorant and just keep yapping and yapping about whatever it is. But I just wanted to kind of put the situation in context to the fact that she is advertising in America. I'm not saying she wouldn't be anything without Americans. I'm not saying all that nonsense that you're reading on Twitter and hearing on TikTok. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying currently, right now, in this moment, it would benefit her more to say nothing at all about her race. Even if she's asked, like, just don't say anything. Like don't say I'm black. Don't say I'm colored. I feel like colored, because it's like a non-concept in America, it does kind of go right over everybody's head, so they're still confused. So I know mixed is different where you're from, but at the end of the day, maybe saying she's mixed would be better than saying she's colored, you know? There's a negative connotation and everything. Like, that's like if somebody was like, oh yeah, I'm an N-word. Like, no, you don't need to call yourself that. Even though colored is not like that bad. Like, I know my grandparents, like, colored is actually like a significant, like, they hate that. Like, colored is like really rubs them the wrong way. So like, me, if somebody calls me colored, I'm gonna be like, what the heck? But hearing somebody else call themselves colored in like a I'm South African way, that doesn't bother me, but it might bother other people. And just, I don't know, Tyla's music is really good. Safer is so good. I've been listening to that. It is so good. I loved Water, but Safer devours, okay? And yeah, I want to see Tyla prosper, but I just felt like I wanted to comment on this because I don't know, I like talking. I just love talking. Anyways, bye. Subscribe, like and subscribe this video, and tell me your favorite Tyla song in the comments. Thank you.